But I I think one of the signs of the sickness in our culture is that when these horrors happen, and they happen too often because of how easy there is access to firearms in this country. Whenever this happens, there's like a instinct among people that are very political to like root for the perpetrator to have been from the other political tribe, and I do see this across the board. There's this like desire, like it's almost like a happiness or relief when it's the other side, and I don't like that. It makes me very uncomfortable. It doesn't do anything for Melissa Hartman or her family, to like use this as a political cudgel. Her life being snuffed out is not fixed by it. Is not remediated in any way. It doesn't bring any comfort to her family. It's not, doesn't matter. Like, it's not like, no, there aren't going to be big elections won or lost based on who the perpetrator is of random acts of political violence. And so like deciding that like it's valid, caring about who wins the news cycle or whatever, I think is a sign. It's something that I think about in myself. Like sometimes I notice this, like almost a deep sigh of breath when something terrible happens. Like, oh, I hope it's not, somebody with my political views, because then they're going to get blamed for it. Like, you just have this feeling, and like that's wrong. It's like an inhuman instinct, and I think it's a sign of our broken politics that that you see that being so widespread. So I just wanted to say that, and to say that like that is something that all of us, I think, have an obligation to fight against, and to be to have more empathy and just feelings for our fellow Americans, regardless of their political beliefs, in times of trauma and crisis and horror like this. And so I did want to say that. But that said, like, you can't not talk about it when the richest man in the world and all of these influential Republicans have like a coordinated campaign to try to turn an assassination of a Democrat into like some crime that Democrats are responsible for. Boy, what we have seen today from the MAGA right in response to these assassinations is truly depressing, disheartening, depraved.